Did you think we were done? Almost. Now I'm going to introduce you some combination of polygons. It's obvious this particular polygon is made up of a right triangle and a rectangle. Even though I didn't put that little 90-degree angle right there for that triangle, we know it is by the fact that these two lines are parallel and these two lines are parallel. And if they're 90 degrees, well, that means this line is a continuous perpendicular line to the base of this horizontal line. And since these two are parallel, this has no choice but to be 90 degrees. So it is a right triangle. And since this is parallel to that parallel, and this is parallel, if this is 8, this is also 8. And if this is 3, this is also 3. So how do you find the area of this particular combined polygon? You could do it one or two ways. I'll give you the simpler version. You could find the area of a triangle first, which is area equals, just like right over here, 1/2 times base times the height. And the area for this polygon is going to be a rectangle. Area equals length times width. And what do you do with these two areas? You add them for the total area. So for this one, area equals 1/2 times base times height. So it's 1/2 times the base of this triangle, which is same as the base of the rectangle, is 8. So times 8 times the height, which is perpendicular even though there's no notation by definition of the rectangle of here. This is right, then this is right. So that makes it height is 2. So you could just say 2 and that 2 whole number cancels out, so we know the answer is 8. Or you could say 1/2 times 8 times 2, which is 16. And what's half of 16? 8. So that's the area of that triangle. Now this rectangle down here, the length is given as 8. And the width is given as 3. And since it's a rectangle, we don't take half of it. It's a whole thing, so that's 24. Now we have two different areas. What do you do with those two? You add them. So let me make it fancy. Area for the first one plus area for the second one equals 8 plus 24. So the total area is 32. That's the final answer. If you didn't do it this way, think about this. Can you imagine this if you turn this sideways? Wouldn't that look like this over here if I drew in a miniature version? Isn't that what that is? And wouldn't this 2 be over here? And that 3 up here? And this whole thing, wouldn't that be right there? And if you think about it, if this is 3, this is 3. So together, wouldn't that make a 5? And that becomes a trapezoid. Because a 3 is parallel to this baseline over here. So if you wanted to, you could have said A is equal to 1/2, the average of the two bases, which is 3 plus 5 times the height. Because there's the height, 9 degrees. 8 plus 5 is 8. 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 times 8 is 64. And what's half of 64? 32. Either way, you get the same answer. And now, how about this barn-looking thing? Can you see at least 2 separate polygons here? Yes? If you don't, how about if I draw a little line this away? Now, do you see 2 different polygons? Yeah. It's an isosceles trapezoid because this line is parallel to that line, which is parallel to the base of this triangle. So here's a rectangle, triangle, rectangle, and a trapezoid. So to find the area of that trapezoid, it is 1/2 times the sum of this base, 6, plus this base, which is same as that, times, you know what I forgot? I forgot to give you the height of this trapezoid. So let's just make believe and say that this here, let's say it's 4, just like this one here. That was my mistake. So anyway, that's 4. That's the height. Ta-da! So let's go ahead and evaluate. Then what we end up getting is 6 plus 9 is 15. So 1/2 times 15 times the 4. Now we know half of 4 is 2 times 15. The answer is 30 for the trapezoid. But let's go ahead and follow through the way it is. So we got 15 times 4, which is 60. And 1/2 times 60 does equal 30. So that's a trapezoid. How about the rectangle? Here, the area is simply length times width. Okay, this one's going to be a breeze. The length is given as 9. The width is 4. Combine them, you get 36. We have 2 separate areas. What do you do with those 2? You add them for a total area of the mixed polygon. So you get area 1, which is the trapezoid, plus area 2, which is a rectangle. And when you add them, you get 30 plus 36. So the total area of the combined polygon is 66. There you have it. Just make sure your teacher provides all the necessary dimensions, okay? Good luck.